Thinking about TikTok for business? Then you need to know about hashtags. Find out how hashtags work and how to track them inside the video. Hey, it's Chia from Brand24, and this week we are talking about how hashtags work on TikTok. TikTok is a social media platform where users can share short videos in a format that's kind of like Vine, Snapchat, and Instagram combined. And similar to Instagram, TikTok is virtually powered by hashtags. So it's how users share content and find content, and also how communities are built, which is why it's so important for businesses to know how to use and track hashtags on TikTok. But first, let's just briefly go over the basics of the app. So TikTok is all about videos, especially musical ones. If you're familiar with the Musical.ly app, then you're sure to spot a lot of similarities since it merged with TikTok just last year to create a much larger video-based social platform still under the name TikTok. And TikTok is really well designed to foster engagement through content, which you can tell from the kind of features that it has. For instance, the React button lets users engage with each other through reactions. So basically, if you see an interesting video on TikTok, instead of just liking it or leaving a comment, you can take it a step further by making a new video that incorporates your reaction to it. And Duets are another cool feature that encourages TikTok creators to collaborate and engage with each other through content. Just like with the React button, you can create new content by adding onto someone else's video, but instead of having just like a small little window for your reaction, both the video, the original one, and yours are displayed side by side. So features like these are designed to keep users on the platform for as long as possible by encouraging engagement through content creation. And this makes it the perfect place for creators to connect, and also for businesses to learn more about their potential customers and what they're interested in, especially with TikTok growth showing no signs of slowing down anytime soon. This also makes it the ideal channel for influencer marketing with TikTok creators who have built like these really amazing communities around their content. And TikTok actually, it is not just for businesses that market to teenagers or Generation Z. Even newspapers like the Washington Post maintain an active presence on the platform. That's actually a really good question. Like, why would a publication that generally discusses more serious topics like national politics and the federal government invest in building brand awareness on TikTok? That's because it's a great place to reach a younger demographic, like figure out how to cater to that demographic. And it's just necessary nowadays to keep up and grow with technology if you don't want to become tomorrow's out-of-touch dinosaur. But now, what about hashtags on TikTok? Well, hashtags are at the heart of the platform. Just look at all the hashtag challenges. So in September, the NFL became an official TikTok partner, kicking off their partnership with the WeReady hashtag challenge to get fans excited for football season. Videos tagged with WeReady have received over 750 million views. And then there was the PetBFF challenge, where TikTok donated $1 to the SPCA for each video created for that hashtag in support of sick, injured, or homeless pets. We can't see how many videos were made for that hashtag challenge, at least not from within TikTok, but views have crossed 2 billion. And fashion brand Guess had the InMyDenim hashtag challenge, inviting customers to show us how they style their denim. Guess was the first company to launch a hashtag challenge on TikTok, also working with some TikTok influencers. InMyDenim received more than 38 million views. So in short, hashtags are basically everything on TikTok. Hashtag challenges are what drive the most user engagement, while the hashtags themselves are necessary for making sure your content gets seen and to find content that you're interested in. Businesses can make the most of their time on TikTok by tracking relevant hashtags on the platform. So this will let you see like how many times your hashtag is used. We can only see the total number of views for all videos under a hashtag inside the TikTok app itself. It will show you which hashtags may be trending for a given topic. This is different from the trending hashtags in your TikTok Discover tab, since those probably won't be very relevant to your business, and it can help you identify the best TikTok influencers to work with. Brand24 is one of the first media monitoring apps, if not the first, to let you monitor hashtags on TikTok, which is super exciting. I am going to include a link to Brand24 in the video description below, along with a link to a blog post that will walk you through all the steps of how to follow hashtags on TikTok. So feel free to check that out. If you have any questions or comments about hashtags on TikTok, just let me know in the comments section. And if you have found this video helpful, feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, where I will be sharing new tips and insights on how you can do even more in social media and digital marketing each week. Thanks again for watching. I hope you learned something new, and I'll see you next time. Bye.